I did not kill these dudes. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? They ain't give me no reason to even try to harm them. I don't know what these dudes get into, but apparently, and I'm glad I wasn't with them.
In Council Bluffs, Iowa, 2 bodies were found on the streets, separated by just a few hours and a couple of blocks. The prime suspect, DeQuanta Zachary, a known felon out on parole, fresh off a 2-day cocaine binge and picked up just across the state border, apparently fleeing the scene of the crime. But was he really guilty of this shocking double homicide? Or was someone else behind the murders? How was he connected to the victims? And who were the 2 mysterious gangsters who spent the evening with the deceased the night before they were killed? The police had their suspicions, but would they be able to get the suspect to admit to his guilt? Let's see how DeQuanta Zachary's interrogation went down. In the early hours of Sunday, April 28, 2024, the body of a man, Deontay Ivory, was found by police on South 29th Street, Council Bluffs, Iowa. Then, just a few hours later, the body of a second man, Michael Anderson, was discovered, this time on South 24th Street. Both men appeared to have been murdered, apparently shot dead in what looked like a double homicide. And the following day, the prime suspect, 30-year-old DeQuanta Zachary, was picked up just across the state border in Blair, Nebraska. Although he knew the victims and acknowledged he had spent time with them the night before their demise while on a 2-day cocaine binge, he claimed to barely know either of them and denied any knowledge of what had happened to them. He admitted he had spent part of the evening driving around with them and that later they were joined by 2 other men and 2 women in a hotel room. But he had left early and hadn't seen any of them again after that. Instead of staying with them in their room, he said he went back to his own room in the same hotel and had no information regarding where the 2 men went afterwards or how they had ended up dead. Zachary himself was no stranger to brushes with the law. At the time of the murders, he was on parole for firearm-related offenses back in his home state of Louisiana. He was also a frequent drug user. During his interrogation, he repeatedly mentioned that he was on parole, saying he wouldn't have anything to do with guns because he had already lost enough of his life serving time. He also recounted his tangled family situation, explaining that he'd been with Debriquier, a woman he refers to as both his fiancée and his wife, for nearly 10 years. They have 2 children together, and the children live back in Lafayette, Louisiana, with Debriquier's 20-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. At the time of the murders, Zachary and his wife had been living in the Council Bluffs area for around 9 months. But Zachary made frequent trips back to Louisiana to see his children there, usually driving, but occasionally taking a plane. However, Zachary also explained that he and his wife had been going through a rough patch. During this time, he had also gotten involved with another woman, Ariel. By the time of these events, Ariel was around 5 or 6 months pregnant with Zachary's 3rd child. Ariel also lived in the same area. Both women knew about each other. Debriquier had recently found out that Ariel was pregnant, and Zachary divided his time between the 2 women. Due to his previous convictions, Zachary had been unable to find employment and described himself as a stay-at-home father. He relied on his wife, and perhaps some of his own more shady dealings, for money, partially to fund his drug habit. Under questioning, Zachary explained that on the Friday before the murders, he had brought drugs from Deontay Ivory outside a casino and had then gone to Ivory's home to buy more drugs from Ivory's wife Valencia the following night. His account was largely believable, and he told his story confidently, brazenly stating that he had nothing to hide. If he did, he said, his lawyer would be sitting there with him during the interrogation. At one point, he even swore on his children's lives that he had no part in the killings.
I'll tell y'all, okay. I promise you.
Okay.
On my kids' life, I will tell y'all.
Okay.
But I wasn't looking to be thinking, watch this person and that person to see if they're going to do somebody something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting faded in here.
However, his story also included a few implausible, if not quite impossible, details. For example, when he went to buy drugs from Valencia on Saturday, he said he hadn't intended to stay for long. His plan had been simply to drive up, have Valencia hand over the drugs, and drive off. But since he was high on cocaine, he ended up sitting in the drive for around 2 hours with his engine running talking to Ivory, who'd returned home while he was there, and he eventually ran out of gas where he sat. This meant Ivory had to call a friend, Michael Anderson, or just Mike, to bring over a gas can to help Zachary out. The men then drove to a gas station to fill up Zachary's vehicle. After this, they drove back to Ivory's home, and it was at this point Zachary was convinced by the 2 men to spend the evening driving around and getting high instead of returning to the hotel room where his wife was staying. Of course, sitting talking with the engine running for 2 hours is not beyond the realms of possibility for a man high on cocaine. And this part perhaps doesn't have too much bearing on the case other than explaining how he became involved with Ivory and Anderson on that night. But more important is how Zachary accounted for the disappearance of his vehicle at some time between the Saturday night when his drug binge ended and the Sunday morning when he woke up back in the hotel. And this is a key point in the case because after finding the bodies, the police later discovered Zachary's vehicle in rural Glenwood some distance to the south of Council Bluffs, and the state of the vehicle was telling. The vehicle had been abandoned, and it was described as being riddled with bullet holes. Significantly, the bullet holes indicated that the shots had been fired from inside rather than outside the vehicle, and a partially burned shirt was found hanging out of the gas tank as though somebody had been trying to set the car on fire before leaving it. According to Zachary, after filling up his car and returning to Ivory's house, he had driven to another gas station with Ivory and Anderson, picked up a bottle of liquor, and then spent time just driving around getting high on cocaine. The three men then returned to the hotel where Zachary was staying, and at this point, Zachary booked another room in the hotel right above his own. They were then joined by what Zachary described as two light-skinned black males, along with two females. What happened next is crucial because according to Zachary's version of events, after spending some time with the four other men and two women, he left to go and sit in his car to finish his bag of cocaine alone. At around 9 p.m., he then slipped into his own room where his wife was already sleeping and went to bed himself. He then woke up the next day to find the car missing. During his interrogation, he claimed he must have left the keys in the ignition and that the car must have been stolen. Extremely convenient considering the state the car was in when it was discovered and its significance to the case. However, at this point in the interrogation, there was still no proof that Zachary had lied to the police, even if some particulars in his version of events seemed a little suspect, and Zachary still seemed relaxed and confident in what he was saying. According to Zachary, he had left the four men and the two women in the hotel room, and after that, he had no idea what had happened. He had never met the two light-skinned men or the two women before, and didn't even speak to them during the evening. Ivory and Anderson themselves, the two victims, were merely acquaintances he barely knew, and he had only ended up spending the evening with them by chance after buying drugs from Ivory and his wife. Zachary claims he found out about his car being missing the next morning through his wife, and he supposedly found out about his connection to the murder when somebody tagged him in a Facebook video uploaded by Mike Anderson the previous evening while they'd been driving about, and in which Mike had been flashing a gun. This was Zachary's story, but the police doing the questioning held an ace card up their sleeve that they were waiting to play at just the right moment. The thing was, the police caught Zachary in Blair over in Nebraska, a place he admitted to never having been before, and the police wanted to know why he was there and, more importantly, how and when he got there. But before they got to that part, they wanted to hear his version of events. The interrogation begins with Zachary explaining the situation with his wife, his pregnant girlfriend, and his kids back in Lafayette. He then gives details of how he knew the two men who were killed and how they ended up driving around together on cocaine, and finally how the three of them found themselves in another room in Zachary's hotel with two other men and two women. During this part, he admits to knowing Deontay Ivory, but he says he was just someone he bought drugs from rather than someone he was better acquainted with. But later reports describe Zachary and the two dead men as having been associates, so was he playing down how well they knew each other? Zachary then goes on to describe how the three of them visited the second gas station, bought the bottle of liquor, and made their way to the hotel where Zachary booked a room in his name.
Now tell me about how did that all begin? That you said there was a gas can. Where were you? And
I was
you just
in the
walk
driveway. She got cameras in her driveway.
Okay.
I was in the driveway when I ran out of gas.
Okay. So you went over there. You ran out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
How did you end up in that part of Omaha?
What you mean?
At that particular house? Like where were you?
Like,
where were you headed to?
Dealing with like getting drugs.
Okay.
I've been dealing with his wife, but he just came home, so see.
When you say he, who are you referring to?
The dude they call Bull.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't know him from Adam to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. So when we first met, you know how it is in the street when people got this thing, they like real, always recognize real.
Yeah.
So when he seen me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I met him through Eric getting coke, and I ain't gonna lie. Mm-hmm. So he was like, man, we gotta link up, get to know you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But that's really all it was.
Yeah. Now, when's the last time that you used coke?
That same day.
Same day.
Mm-hmm.
What day was that?
Friday. So I was up 2 days, Friday and Saturday.
Okay. So you used coke those 2 days?
Yeah.
Must have been having a good time, huh?
Oh, I like to freak. When I get high, I like to freak. That's it.
Yeah. What does the guy look like that you got the coke from?
Big nigga. Boy, you know what I'm talking about. Deontay, Ivory, whatever.
Okay, so Valencia's husband.
Yeah.
Okay. He was the one that you were getting coke from?
Yeah. I was getting it from her first till he came home.
When you first met them, where were you?
I met him through Eric.
Did she just give you a phone number, or did you meet him?
I don't know how she met him. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we was getting the coke.
And when you got the coke, where would you meet, and how was that
I
transaction?
always meet to his house.
Okay. So on the last time that you were over at the house, tell me about the whole situation with the gas.
I
And
ran out of gas. Walked into the store. He had his homeboy come and put the gas in the. He had a little gas can. Put the gas in my car. Rolled to the store. He filled it up. And that's it. We just wanted to ride around, be high. After that, I'm like, man, look, I gotta go. I got a family. That's it.
what gas station did you guys go to?
Oh, I'm not from around here. Somewhere in Omaha.
Was it a very far
I
drive?
really can't tell you. I ain't gonna lie. No, it wasn't that far of a drive because we wouldn't have make it far.
Okay.
But that's
What vehicle were you driving that ran out of gas?
the Charger.
A Charger.
My wife Charger the runner.
When you ran out of gas, did you actually make it to the house?
Yeah, made it to
So
the
you
house.
ran out in the driveway?
Yeah,
Okay.
I had the car started, and I was supposed to get what I was going to get and go. But he all doped up. He wanted to talk, and me just sitting there letting the car run. I just ran out of gas.
Okay. Yeah, you know, sometimes people run out of gas and have to coast down the hill.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that
I
happened. or
wish
not.
she would have ran out of gas with all that damn talking, and I could have been gone.
Yeah. About how long do you think you were there at the house?
Ooh, a couple of hours, man. A couple of hours, about 2 hours, 2-3 hours, something like that.
Okay. So during the 2 or 3 hours, what did you guys do?
Then chill. Yeah, well, he went in the house with his wife. Well, I waited for the little partner to pull up. I was on the phone trying to figure out who would come in and help me out. You know, there's only two people here, the Ariel, my fiance, and she way at work.
Okay. So did you go in the house at any point while you were there?
No, I've been in the house one time.
When was that?
Well, that was the night before that when I went to get something from him. That's it.
Okay.
That's the only time I ever stepped foot in the house.
Okay. So that night you went there, you got some coke from him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the second time when you went back, you were in the car for a couple hours.
Man, when I was out of gas, yeah.
Then who did you buy the coke from on that occasion?
Shit, you know,
Him.
man, you serving. He back home, you serving.
Did he bring it out to you, or how did that transaction take place?
Find out he bought it out of him.
Did you pay him cash?
It'll be cash sometimes or cash out. Yeah.
How did you pay him the last time?
Cash out. Yeah, cash out.
How much did you pay him?
I got like, I really don't remember, like a 50 or 60 something like that. I don't know. I really don't remember. I'm really frustrated that I'm even involved. They ain't got it more involved in this. And most like every, like that's crazy.
Well, glad you're helping us clear it up. Okay, so anyway, you're sitting in the driveway, you run out of gas, and then you go to the gas station after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the one that had the gas can and put a little bit of gas in your car?
When his little partner.
What did
I don't
he-
know them dudes from Amity. That's like my third time meeting her husband when he came home. So I don't know them. And that was fucked up for me to even be in that position with people that I don't know. You feel me?
Yeah. Now his little partner, do you remember what he was wearing or what he looked like?
Well, you had on green jacket. What? Yeah, like a little stash right here, little skinny little dude. Mm-hmm.
How did he get to the house?
Shit, he pulled up in the red car.
Okay. And he had the gas can already with him.
Yeah, he had the gas can with him already.
And then so you guys, after that, you put a little bit of gas, you went to the gas station.
Yeah,
Who paid for the gas at the gas station?
he did the husband did. He paid for the gas.
How did he pay for it?
Shit, he paid for it with the cash.
Did you go into the gas station and take cash, I take it?
No, he gave it to me. He gave me the money to go pay for it.
So you went in and paid for it.
The first time, the first time with his little partner, We went to the gas station right up the street by the Walgreens in Omaha.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know
It's
the.
across from Walgreens. That little store right there.
Okay. I know
After
that
that,
area.
I go to drop him back off because the husband didn't come with me. Right that first time. So I go to drop him back off and he come outside. He was like, "What you about to do and shit?" I'm like, "Nothing, I'm about to go chill with the family. That's it." He was like, "Man, come on, my hop in with you, ride, get high." I'm like, "All right, cool." Then we go to the gas station by Council Bluff.
What gas station was that?
Cases. And I put the gas $50.
$50 gas.
Yeah.
What Casey's was that?
Right there by the hotel there.
Okay, the one connected
Yeah.
to the lot. About what time was that, would you say?
About 5-something. About 5-something in the afternoon. And after that, he said he was gonna chill with some little bitches, got the bottle. I got you name it bottle out the store, and that was it.
At the hotel, they were then joined by the 2 light-skinned males and 2 females, and things began to get a little strange. The 2 males who joined the group are clearly gang members, and Zachary's interaction with these mysterious characters was minimal. When Ivory suggested giving Zachary a small job transporting some drugs for him, Zachary says he refused and left the group to go and sit in his car to finish his cocaine by himself. Finally, he left the car, snuck into the hotel room where his wife was sleeping, and went to sleep himself. Zachary then explains how that was the last time he saw the car, and he claims he must have left the keys in the car because he thinks it was stolen.
Who bought the bottle?
Yeah, I bought him a bottle. He wanted
Oh,
to
you
get
got
a
it?
bottle, get him a hotel room at the end. So I helped him get the hotel room. I booked the hotel for him under my name. And his ID, he had to bring his ID in there too so he could go talk to him at the front desk. After that, he had some bitches come over there and 2 yellow niggas. And that was it.
What day is this that you're talking about?
This was Saturday.
Saturday, so 2 days ago.
Yeah. And that was it after that. It was like almost 7 o'clock, 7, 8, something when I seen him do.
And by 7 or 8,
Yeah.
do you mean 7 or 8 a.m. or p.m.?
No, PM.
Okay.
After that, yeah, because he was going to chill with some bitches and shit. And he had 2 yellow niggas coming over to and that's it. My wife was downstairs. They was in 252. My wife was in 153. And that's all I can tell y'all about
Who are
that.
the bitches that had come?
I don't know from Adam to Eve. Like I told him, I only met them through Harry. You feel me? Just to scope. I don't know these people from Adam to Eve, or I was just getting out really tripping.
So when you saw them there in the hotel room with these 2,
They had 2 bitches. They had 2 females, excuse my language, and 2 niggas. 2 yellow dudes.
2 what guys?
2 yellow dudes. They was bright.
Yellow, is that what you're saying?
And one
Oh,
had
okay.
gold in my fro.
Oh, is that what you mean by yellows or teeth?
No, yellow, like the skin color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see, our language is different in Louisiana.
yeah, but yeah, so yellow. Are you talking light-skinned black males?
Light-skinned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gold teeth.
Yeah, one of them had gold teeth, big kind of heavy set with a little fro. And then the other one, he was skinny, but he had a little fro too. And there was 2 other little females. They was all bright.
Okay.
Like you could go look over there, rewind the cameras, and you will see that.
How did these people get to the?
That's his people.
Did you see them pull up in the car or anything?
Yeah, I seen the females pull up in the car. I never seen what the dudes was driving. I seen the females pull up in the like a little black SUV or something.
What time do you think they came?
Well, they was there around 7 something around the same time. Yeah,
What time was that?
about 7 something. I really don't remember, man. I was high as fuck. After that, I went and lay down. He had taken me, wanted me to go do something for him, to go transport. I'm not no phone. I'm not about to go transport no drugs for nobody. I got the address in my phone that he had gave me to go bring some drugs to some people. And I just met you, so why would I do that? You feel me? So that was it.
By he, who are you referring to?
I'm talking about the husband, Deontay.
Okay, so Deontay asked you to take drugs somewhere.
Yeah. Is it
How many?
wrong?
How many drugs?
I don't know. I ain't even.
Did you see it?
I know. I ain't even mess with it at all.
Did he say what the drugs how much of it was, or
I never messed with it at all.
did he say anything about what was in it for you?
I never listened. It was over as soon as he said it. I shut that down. I'm not doing that. No.
Okay. So you were last in that hotel room around what time?
When the bitches got done, I left after that.
Okay, so you
people
stayed,
got done, I left.
but people got down. What?
When his people made it, the dudes and the females, I left.
Okay, so they showed up. You left. Where did you go at that point?
Went downstairs. When I ain't go in the room by my wife, I went sit in the car and finish my little bag. I wasn't ready to hear her noise. Yeah.
All right. What car were you in that time?
The Charger.
Okay. Now, so you're sitting in the Charger, doing your thing.
Just getting high.
Did you at any point, or what happened next?
Listen, man, I did not kill these dudes. That's all I got to say. I don't even know why I hung with these dudes at all. You know what I'm saying? I did not know what type of stuff they got going on around here. We from a different state.
Yeah.
So that's why I came in to show you, like, man, I don't have nothing to do with none of that.
Yeah.
It was just me getting high. And that's all I got to say.
Now, where's the car now?
Man, me and my wife been looking for that car. When I came back, I must have forgot the key in the car, and that bitch been gone.
Okay. And we got it entered as stolen, so
Yeah.
hopefully it'll turn up. When was the last time you saw the car?
When I got down to go in the room,
What time would that have been?
shit, about 9 something. My wife was asleep at that time. She didn't even know I snuck in there, just laid down.
Okay, so you last saw it at 9 something.
Better call. When I got out of it,
What day was that?
it was the same day.
Okay, so 9 something p.m.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep my time straight. You know how
Yeah, but
the
I'm
days bleed
angry
together.
because I'm in this situation.
So 9 p.m. Saturday is the last time you saw that black Charger or that
No.
that gray Charger or whatever.
Charger.
Yeah, whatever color it is. Okay. Did you have the keys with you when you went in the room?
No, I didn't have the key. I said I must have forgot it in there or something.
Okay, so you think you left the keys in it?
Yeah, I had to because you can't start that car without that key.
Okay.
According to his version, after waking up the next day, Zachary says he discovered his car was gone, and then after that, he heard about the murders. A video of the 3 men in the car had been posted on Facebook by Anderson, in which Anderson was holding a gun. Zachary claims he had no idea there was a gun in the car, and he wouldn't have been there if he had known because of the terms of his parole. But is the fact a gun was seen in the video significant?
Okay, so you think you left the keys in it?
Yeah, I had to because you can't start that car without that key.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for our report, is there any other valuables that were left in there?
No, not really. Just all out my wife. Probably all wallet and stuff, and personal stuff, clothes and stuff.
Okay. Anything of yours? Like wallet or...
No, not my wallet. Y'all got my wallet.
Okay, I'm just trying to think if there's any credit cards that we can track and figure out who...
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Do we have your phone? Did they take your phone?
Big what?
Do we have your
Yeah,
phone?
my phone.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Okay. And what happened, so after that, you go back to the room, you fall asleep. Walk me through what happened the next day. Like
When
what
I
was,
wake
what
up-
was going on? Yeah.
When I wake up and seen this bitch was gone, I really didn't want to tell her because I know how my wife is, though. Like, I know I'm about to go through it. She about to cut up. You know what I'm saying? So I go around, I'm looking for the bitches gone. But she told me that she could have called up fucking insurance, then they'll track it. You feel me? And that's how she would have found it.
Uh-huh.
And then I wake up and I'm hearing this. I'm like, what the fuck? And that's all it was.
Who did you hear this from about what all
Shit.
went down?
Mama V.
She called
Valencia.
Ariel.
No, she called Ariel, yeah. And that's how I heard about it.
Okay.
I'm like, with the threat and stuff, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Okay. Is there anything more you can remember about these dudes there with? So we need to figure out, obviously, what's going on here. That's not
what I
your
don't.
situation.
All I know is, like, he was a big, bright nigga with some goals. The fro, the other one, he was bright. He had a little fro, but he was skinny.
Okay.
That's all I remember.
No names or street names or
I
anything?
am nothing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even, like, I stayed in the room about 5-10 minutes with them, and they wasn't even giving me no conversation. Like, you know how it is when you're looking at somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Just to back up a bit real quick, what time did you wake up?
what time I woke up in the morning?
You said you went to sleep Saturday at like 9 after you left the car.
Yeah.
What time did you wake up?
Shit, I woke up about what? 8 something in the morning.
Okay.
About 8 something in the morning.
And that's Sunday morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In the evening.
And that's when you searched for the car?
Yes, sir.
Did you like walk around the lot to look for it, or what'd you do?
No, the bitch was just gone.
Do you know where you had it parked when you left it?
Yeah, I had it parked in the fucking back.
Okay. Like toward the interstate's back?
No, in the back of the hotel. I had parked it in the back because I wanted to finish my bag back there. And then my wife opened the window, she gonna see me in the car get out.
Okay, so just to help us better understand where the back is. So let's say your hotel, this is a hotel and your hotel room is right here. Where would you say in relation to this hotel room you would have
This is
parked?
my hotel right here. In the back right here.
Okay, so you parked down towards the end of the building.
Yeah.
Were you facing the same building that your room was in?
Yeah, you can't turn your car backwards or that's a violation. They'll put a ticket on it or something.
If you do what?
If you back it in.
They put a ticket on it for that?
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't know
Don't play over there.
They don't mess
I think
around,
they
eh?
get more particular there.
Yeah.
They used to not care how people park.
See,
I think they're really cleaning
you
that
gotta
up.
park straight.
They're cleaning that place up. They've done
Yeah, they
Bunch of
rewind it
work.
and everything.
renamed it. Got a lot going on there.
So what's going on with me? So
So
like,
yeah, we're still trying to figure out with the car what's going on. So you woke up, you're walking around, and you don't see the car anywhere.
yeah, that's it.
Was there at any point after that a time where you saw the car, you heard about where the car could have been?
No, not at all.
Okay. Was there at any point after you left the room that you heard something from
I-
Deontay?
I ain't got nothing from nobody. The only person I heard something from was Eric.
Okay.
That's it. I ain't got nothing from nobody. And then I'm looking on the, and I see the shit on Facebook. I'm like, what the fuck? It's really a lawsuit because you're putting her name in something and you got my name in the video and stuff, like putting us in some shit we don't have nothing to do with.
Who put the name in?
It was somebody shared the video and Mama V and all them putting the Eric Williams and all that shit on there. Like, we don't have nothing
They
to
put
do
that
with
all
it.
online.
Yeah.
What video?
Huh?
What video?
A video to him on a dude in the backseat, Mike, whatever. He going live, you know, some with the husband on the side. I'm driving. I got a bag in my hand, a coat, pretty much, and they posting it. And this says 6:06 p.m. You feel me?
Yeah.
They talking about this the last time my husband was with somebody at 6:06 p.m.
Yeah, that's pretty early in the night.
Come on, man.
Obviously, it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, then this shit got me frustrated.
Yeah. Okay, so in that video, it showed you two.
Mm-hmm.
What else was in that video? I remember seeing it.
I'm driving, I'm talking. I don't remember what the fuck I'm talking about. I just got the bag in my hand, hitting the bag. That's it.
Who was taking
And
it?
I didn't even know he had the video. When I looked at it, dude, he waving the gun in the backseat. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't even know he had all that on him.
Okay.
He would have never happened in my car.
Which one
I'm
was
on
it?
parole.
What guy was taking the video?
Mike.
Mike.
He
Okay,
was
so
going
Mike's sitting
live
back there
with
taking the video.
Mm-hmm.
When was the first time you saw that gun?
That was the first time I saw it. If I would have known Mike had a gun, he would have never happened in my car. I'm on parole. He's not
So
happening
you
in my
can't
shit.
have a gun, obviously.
No, I can't be around none of that.
What are you on parole for?
I'm on parole for gun charges and theft charges back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your parole, are you able to come up here?
Yeah, I got it in my wallet. I got the permission slip and everything.
Do you have
Yeah.
to check in with them sometimes?
I go back on the 12th, May 12th.
So you meet with your PO and check in then?
meet with her, get another one if I come back right away, which I don't, because I spend time with my daughter. But she can't come because she got school.
Yeah, okay. So Mike obviously made that video and posted it.
Yeah, and I ain't even know nothing about that. Nothing about no gun, nothing.
Did he ever tell you about the gun after that?
Never.
Okay. Did
Never
anybody
showed it
else
to-
mention a gun?
No, never. Never.
Did,
The only time I heard about the gun was when the next day when I'm looking at it on every phone, Mama V sending texting, he has my gun, my husband. I'm like, he has my gun and this and that. I'm like, I don't know nothing for none of that. I did not see no weapon. All I thought it was a getting high, fucking around, driving. That's it. Get to know these niggas. That's it.
The interrogators then asked Zachary whether, on discovering his car was missing, he thought to go to the room where he left the group the previous evening to ask if Ivory or anyone else knew what had happened to his car. He says he didn't do this because he thought since the people he had been with had their own car, there was no reason for Ivory to take his. He then goes on to give more details about the 2 men and the 2 women who joined them.
Let's fast forward a little bit to yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
When you got up yesterday morning and you started looking for the car, did you ever think to go check your buddy's room or Deontay's room?
Nah, I ain't never thought about going check.
Did you try calling him or anything? I know sometimes people think, maybe my buddy borrowed the car or something.
Yeah, nah, you brother. Why would I think you took it?
Okay. Did any of those guys ask to borrow it?
Because he was with people that had cars. So that didn't make sense for me to just ask him.
So you didn't even go there, didn't look in there or anything since he ran it under your name?
Nah, I ain't going there at all. I ain't even had the key.
Did you see the car that the other 2 guys pulled up in?
I only seen one that what the chick had. I never seen what the dudes was driving at all.
Were those dudes flashing guns around or anything? Anything wild?
Nah, they wasn't flashing no guns. I ain't seen none. I ain't seen none at all. I mean, you know, some people ain't gonna just show that like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they gonna use it.
Okay. And can you describe to me the larger male? You said one was a little bit bigger.
What?
The 2
yeah,
guys.
Yeah, the other one, the dude with the fro.
Okay,
and the
so
nose, he was bigger.
okay, so he's a light-skinned black male.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit bigger.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bigger than you, smaller than you? What do you think?
Nah, he bigger than me.
Bigger.
Nigga, taller.
So how tall would you say he was?
Oh, I see. I give him 5'10", something like that.
5'10". Okay. What about weight-wise? Would you estimate?
Weight-wise, he probably about the same size weight-wise as me. Like
And what-
230. That's where I
230?
am. I'm 230.
230. Okay. How old do you think this dude was?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, man. I just was on some junk and shit, and I don't know what happened after that. None of that.
But did he look like? Was he like an old dude? Was he about your age?
He was young dude, look like I'm 30, so he probably around the same age as me.
Okay. What type of clothes was he wearing?
Black shirt. I don't know, some little he had on some pants, light jeans.
Okay.
Any tattoos or anything I could see?
Yeah, he had tattoos, but just a couple like on his own spots, you know what I'm saying?
What did you say it was?
What?
Just a couple
Just
spots
a
on his
couple
arm?
spots like on his arm and stuff, not
Okay.
in his face or nothing. I ain't see that.
Lower arm tats. Now, was this the guy with the grill?
With the ghost.
Okay. Now tell me about the other guy.
He's skinny. He ain't that skinny, but he kind of. I'll put him in the middle, like like your size.
Okay.
So
about
I ain't
what?
see no tattoo on him, but he had a little short little fro.
Short
and
fro.
he really ain't give me no eye contact at all, cause he was on side this other female. I'm sitting on the other bed at the time, and he on side this other female, so I couldn't really see him that good, but he wasn't giving no eye contact or trying to make conversation or anything.
Okay. Short fro. Was he light skinned?
Yeah, he was light skinned too.
Okay.
And I know when they walk in the room, they did blood handshakes and all that.
Blood handshakes?
Yeah.
How do you know that they were blood handshakes?
He told what? Dude had told me it was the blood.
Which one told you that?
Bull, Dante, and Mike.
So they all told
Yeah,
you.
so and I've been around there. I know gang when I've been to prison. So when he walk in the room, I'm looking at the handshake. So I guess they was numbers, you feel me?
Okay. How tall do you think the slender dude was?
He about the same size, same height as
So about 5'10".
No, he probably like 5'8", because he was a little shorter than me.
Okay. What was he wearing?
He had on like a gray shirt, some jeans too, light jeans. I ain't look at these shoes. I ain't pay attention to all that like that, man.
Man.
Yeah. Area. Do you remember if it was a long sleeve, short sleeve?
What?
The shirt?
Nah, it was short sleeve.
Okay. What about tattoos for him?
I ain't seen none of them. Like I said, I couldn't really see them. The other little female, she was like kind of blocking them off.
Okay. Tell me about the females. Let's start with the female that was sitting by him.
Well, I don't know, she didn't give me no conversation. Like, she was a little bright female, had on a big pink wig.
Okay.
You know, y'all gonna have to go get the cameras to really see, man.
Okay, so big pink wig, and she's a bright female.
Yeah.
By that, do you mean dark?
No light skin.
Light skin.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's a light skin. Was the wig?
It was a wig.
It wasn't real hair?
No, it was too big.
Was it like a big pink fro?
Yeah, it was like a big puffy old wig. Now, it wasn't a fro, but you could tell the wig because how it's fit on her head. You know, like, you know.
Not a very good fitting wig, huh?
Nah, that wasn't cute at all.
Okay. What was she wearing?
Well, she had on a little pink little jacket with it and some, like a little black little dress, whatever.
Okay. Black dress, pink jacket.
I could kind of tell you what she kind of had on because I know I love
You noticed, didn't you?
I love women, but she threw me off with that wig.
Yeah. Okay, what about age for her, would you say?
I don't know. She probably in the mid-20s or something like that.
Okay. What about height?
I couldn't really tell because when she came home, she sat straight down. I can't really tell, but she like a little taller than me.
Okay, so what are you?
I'm 5'5".
5'5"? Okay, so a couple inches taller than you. Do you
Yeah,
think?
just a little bit,
So maybe 5'6", 5'7".
probably. So,
Was she wearing heels or any tall shoes that made her tall?
nah, she had on like some little slippers.
Okay.
Now the other one that was fine, I could tell you what she had on. She like 5'11", yellow chick, light skinned chick, black hair. She had on all netted. I don't know if y'all know what that look like, the netted outfits,
Yeah, I've seen
see through, and that's what she had on, all black.
Okay. The first female with the pink wig, was she, how much would you say she weighed?
Nah, she was skinny. Dog.
Skinny? Thin? Okay.
Zachary then claims the group were planning to head out to a bar, but that he left because he's not going into clubs. This means that according to his version of events, the 4 other men and 2 women were all still in the room at 9 p.m. where he left his car to go to bed, and probably later than that.
They say what they're up to or what they're going to go do dressed like that?
They said they were going to a bar, and that's where you was supposed to go ahead with them.
They're all going to go out to a bar?
Yeah.
Like those 5, 6, I guess?
What? I don't know what bar they was going to.
The 2 guys, the 2 girls, Deontay and Mike.
Yeah.
So all 6 of them were going to go out together?
Yeah, they were going to the bar.
They say any bars or...
No,
Clubs or anything?
I don't know. I'm not around with me.
Right.
Okay.
And I ain't no party type. I don't be with that club stuff.
Don't like that?
Nah, I never did. When you ask my fiance, I'd never go to no club.
Well, you got kids to take care of and stuff too. Makes it kind of hard, right?
They wake up early, yeah.
We go eat at casino, and that's it. Don't do no party on that. And this is the main reason why. I used to live that lifestyle. I lost 11 years of my life in the system. So when I had my kids, it was different for me.
And you didn't see them leave or anything when you were sitting in the car?
No, bro, I ain't even see them leave at all.
So they were in there till at least 9 p.m. then?
It probably was not till later than that. I don't know.
Okay. Did you ever hear anything loud or anything come from there?
No.
Any fighting? Nothing?
I ain't nothing. I was done with them dudes after that. I've been away from my wife too long. I'm not going to lose my family being with some people I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You said the girls rolled up in a little black car.
Yeah, like a little black SUV or something.
Did it have like anything unique on it? Anything that you noticed?
No.
Newer or older? Or?
No. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't thinking it looked like that. I'm not expecting nothing to go wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Zachary finishes by explaining that once he had seen the Facebook video and after Anderson's brother started making threatening calls, he was taken to Blair by Ariel's friend Casera. He says this happened in the afternoon after having woken up on the Sunday morning to find his car missing.
Tell us about Sunday after you said you woke up, went outside, saw the car was gone.
Yeah.
What happened from there?
My wife said she could have tracked it with the thing and stuff. That's it. But she was just having a bitch fit. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like my woman, once she get mad, she shut down. And it take her a few hours or maybe a day or two for her to shake back.
Did she help you look for the car?
Nah, she usually like, I'm not doing nothing.
She just ticked off at you.
Yeah.
What'd you do from there? What happened from there?
That's when I started getting the phone call and shit about what's going on. But then every she know they made threats towards her. So I wound up just going ahead with her. You know what I'm saying? Ain't want to get in no crossfire bad for nothing. But when my wife told me about Mr. Coffee last night, I'm like, all right, cancel the flight. It's time for me to come in because I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I was just getting high and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's better to get in front of it than.
Yeah,
Wow.
Listen, if I had anything to hide, anything, my lawyer would be right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you said you
Stop the conversations.
So you started to get phone calls, so you went to Ariel? Is that what you said? Okay. How'd you get to Ariel's?
I got there with her friend.
What?
I got there with her friend, Casera.
Casera?
Yeah.
But once the cops had let Zachary recount his version of the story, they got ready to drop their bombshell. After a short break, the interrogators returned to the room and gave him one last chance to change his story. And when he again insisted that he had come to Blair on Sunday afternoon, they revealed to him that they had spoken to Ariel and that she had told them a different version of what had happened. At first, Zachary seemed to believe he couldn't be tracked because he had turned location services on his phone off. He thought there was no way for the police to corroborate Ariel's version of events. He even swore on his kids' lives that he had nothing to do with the murders. But then when the interrogators explained to him that his phone could be tracked via pings on various telephone towers on the way up to Blair, his body language changed as he seemed to realize he'd been caught.
So, how'd you really get up here?
He was a Casera.
Okay, when did you get here?
I got here yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Was it?
Okay. Why is Ariel telling us something different?
I don't know. Maybe she's scared to be involved. I don't know. I don't know.
That's weird. She's not saying anything about you coming yesterday.
What was she saying when I came? What she said I came? Nah, I came up.
I don't know, you tell me.
Who I know in Blair?
What?
Who I know in Blair? No, I don't know why she ain't saying that. The real why how I got here.
Okay, so she's lying.
Like, yeah, she lying. Her friend picked me up.
Okay.
She just probably don't want to be involved, scared, don't know what happened.
Okay. And you know, in cell phones, obviously when you turn your location off, it's a little harder to track, but your cell phone still bounces off towers and different stuff like
I
that.
don't know that.
So when we look at the tower data from driving up to Blair and in Blair, how long is that going to show your phone was here?
How'd you on the show?
Yeah. Is there any reason it will show that your phone was not here yesterday?
No, shit, sure. My stuff been off though, the location.
Huh?
My location was off.
Okay. Like I said,
don't
though,
understand what you mean by
like
that.
I said, though, your cell phone has a signal that bounces off towers.
Right,
And towers have a specific location for each tower,
right.
like a latitude and longitude.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah. So it's going to show, like, as you move, as you drive, it'll show your phone as certain bouncing off certain towers.
Right.
So when I look at that data, and it will be pretty soon that we're going to look at it, where is it going to show your phone was last night?
Over here in Blair.
Okay. Is it going to show that you came up to Blair this morning, or is it going to show that you came up to Blair?
It's gonna show I came to Blair yesterday.
Okay. Because if you came up any different time, like if Ariel is telling the truth, you may as well just get in front of it and tell us now.
No, she's not telling. She's just scared. Cause she don't know what happened or none of that. Cause I was with them dudes, so nobody want to be involved with that. I'm scared too, but at the same time, I'm here.
You didn't use like an Uber or anything like that to get up here?
No, straight the phone. Use y'all. Y'all got
What's your Cash App handle?
my cash out? What?
Like the handle, the username?
DZAC.
Because it's got a little money sign, you know?
Yeah, money sign.
What is it?
Zach 94.
DZAC.
Yeah, DZACH 94.
Okay. And that's what you would use, you said, to make a couple payments, like when you were with Deontay and all them?
Nah, I never use mine. I always send my money to Eric and You know, she's doing it for me.
So you send money to Ariel on Cash App, then she'll send it to whoever. Okay. Okay. And who does she send it to? Valencia or Deontay? Or do you know?
Yeah, Vanessa. I don't know why she ain't saying how I got here.
And that's why, obviously, when things don't line up, we got to try to get to the bottom of it. You know, someone's not being honest with us, and all we look for, man, is honesty.
Yeah, she's scared, bro. I know she is.
Okay.
Cause she don't know what happened. She was at home. You know what I'm saying? She just can't get involved in it. There's something serious when we got kids, bro.
And I get you have kids, man, and that's why if something went down, even if something that you're worried you could get in trouble for, so you're,
If I knew,
would tell us?
I would tell y'all.
Okay.
I promise you.
Okay.
With my kids' life, I would tell y'all.
Okay.
But I wasn't looking to be thinking, watch this person and that person to see if they're gonna do somebody something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting faded in here.
So these guys didn't try to like rob you or anything. Something didn't go south.
No, they didn't try to do me nothing. I ain't got.
So they didn't-
What you go rob?
They never tried to hurt you or anything, and then things went south.
They never showed me no flaws, nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't give me no reason to even try to harm them.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Is there anything else that we haven't asked you that you think we should know, or that you can think to help us figure this out?
I can't. That's what.
This is the last chance to come, you know, clean with anything you haven't told us. Make sure that we have the truth before we leave here, man.
I'm ready to.
Obviously, at the end of the day, you got to have the truth out there,
Right.
you
It's
know.
gonna come out regardless. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna figure it out. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. So if I ain't going to jail, whatever, I'm ready. Because my kids' word and everything.
Think of anything else?
No.
All right. So here's the other deal.
Mm-hmm.
So last night, Enriqueta reported the vehicle stolen.
Mm-hmm.
She said that you took it.
I took it.
She said that you took the car. The charges. She wanted it back, and you weren't bringing it back, and that you stole it.
She didn't know it was gone. I never
Okay.
told her. But I didn't steal it.
Okay. Well, based on the information that we have from her, there's a warrant for you for theft of the vehicle.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, my white president charged on me for theft of a vehicle.
Well, yeah, there's charges for that.
So, like, where's the car, man? That could help.
I don't know what a car is. I'm honest, gone. And I know she know I ain't steal that car. And she'll drop these charges in anything.
Okay, well, yeah, for right now, they're charges, because that's what she told us. If she comes forward later on and says, no, he didn't do it, then
Well,
if she lied to us, then that's something.
You call her before y'all even try to put me in jail for a car? Because she know that.
It can't be canceled at this point. After you go to jail, then the warrant goes away. And then later on in the court process, that's when that gets
I
dropped.
can't even.
And you'll have your due process, you know.
I'm on parole, man. I never stole my wife's car.
Okay, well, and you should let your PO know what's going on too, and get in front of it. But that's,
You still have your due process, man. You got your day in court and everything.
yeah, it doesn't mean you're
It's just a mere
How
accusation.
much is it for the bond?
They'll be able to tell you that when they book you. We don't have. I don't
My
have.
wife
that.
said I stole the car.
Yeah.
I don't believe that because I just got off the phone with her. We both been looking for the car. When I
Well,
told her the truth earlier, we both. I told her.
that's not what she told us.
Any help that anybody can give us, it could help prove a case on that, man.
She also didn't say anything about going out and looking for a car out in the parking lot, or you looking for a car.
She ain't know that. I'm not gonna just tell her that. Y'all don't know how my wife is. That's crazy. I can't believe this shit. So she's saying I stole this. That's why I'm getting the charge. I don't even have the car. I don't know where is it.
Well, any help with where it is at could end
I
up
don't know.
helping figure out.
I'm gonna go to jail for a stolen car from my wife, and I don't even know where it's at.
Well, there'll be obviously more investigation into that too on our part, you know. And you'll have the due process like usual, you know. You're not guilty until you're found guilty.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
Got an auto detective working on it.
Okay.
All right, so
You know, smoke with a silver partner right now?
You'll have to ask them, so the Blair PD.
Can't even cooperate.
I know, it's not up to us, that's up to Blair PD. We'll talk to them though, okay?
Yeah.
We'll let them know that that's request is out there, okay?
In the end, Zachary was taken into police custody on a charge of first-degree theft since his wife had reported him for having stolen the car himself. But as the investigation into the murders continued, the police uncovered further evidence that linked Zachary to the crime and refuted the sequence of events as he had told them. Evidence from cell phone records, social media, surveillance videos, witness statements, and the crime scene investigation pointed towards Zachary's involvement in the double homicide. But it was the DNA results that found one of the victims' blood on an item of Zachary's clothing that proved the most damning. When the case went to trial, Zachary was convicted on 2 charges of first-degree murder as well as possessing a firearm as a felon. So strong was the evidence against him that after hearing the case and closing arguments, the jury required only 1 hour of deliberations before returning the guilty verdict. In Iowa, murder in the first degree carries a mandatory life sentence with no possibility of parole, and felon in possession of a firearm carries a penalty of up to 5 years in prison. The charge of theft in the first degree also carries a penalty of up to 10 years in prison, and as a result of being convicted of these crimes, DeQuanta Zachary will spend the rest of his life behind bars. The victims of the families had pushed for the sentences to be served consecutively, but the Pottawatomie County Attorney Matt Wilbur refused, saying you can only die in prison once. But while Zachary's guilt was established beyond all reasonable doubt, since Zachary maintained his innocence, the true sequence of events as well as the motive for the murders remain a mystery. Although Zachary maintained that he barely knew Ivory and Anderson before the events of that evening, and that Ivory was merely the husband of the woman he had bought cocaine from, it's possible that the three had actually been better acquainted beforehand than Zachary let on. It's possible that Zachary had tried to rob the 2 men, and that the robbery had somehow gone wrong, or that the men had tried to rob him, and that he was armed and killed them in self-defense. However, while the full details from the trial have not been released, the fact that Zachary was convicted of first-degree murder suggests that the prosecutors believed the killings were premeditated rather than something that occurred in the heat of the moment. Were they involved in some kind of dispute? The killings represented the settling of a score? Or were the men killed as part of some kind of pre-planned hit? Ivory, at least, was a known drug dealer, and Zachary noted that the 2 men who met them in the hotel with the 2 girls used a blood handshake. So was the killing somehow gang-related? How did the 2 gangsters fit in with the rest of the story? Zachary himself is not thought to be a gang member, but he certainly appears to have lived in and around that kind of world. And when drugs and gangs are involved, violence is never far away. And then there's the question of where the bodies were discovered and the implications this has for the case. Were the men killed at the same time and then the bodies dumped separately? Or were they killed separately at different times? Zachary is now serving his sentence for the 2 murders. While those present during the trial probably have more information about the events that is publicly known, unless he makes a full confession, the precise details of what happened that night and his true motives for the murders are not likely to ever be known. However, it seems clear that whatever really happened that evening and the following morning, justice was served, and the right man is now behind bars doing time for these murders, and that's almost certainly where he will be for the rest of his life.